It's your boy Doe Son. We got Don Roy with us, Sessions TV. All right, so Don, man. So I mean, going back to your music, I think I heard a couple tracks that were only on YouTube. They're about kind of like Caribbean vibe songs, like Jamaican, reggaeton songs, like reggae songs. You got a Caribbean background or anything like that?
Oh yeah. On my dad's side, the Jamaican, and then my mom's side is like Indian and all types of forms. But
does that help you get into more with your music too?
It definitely makes me, because being born in America, it definitely makes me want to go back to my roots and speaking to family from Jamaica and them saying, I want you to come visit. It makes me want to dive into that a lot more, especially not really knowing, specifically who my, I guess, where they really come from. Because I never really got to meet my grandparents, other than my dad's mom.
You never went back to go visit or anything like that?
No, I never knew where to, to visit, until I started gathering a relationship with my grandma, years on down the line, and I just never had a chance to. My grandma, she getting, a little older, she, still strong, so I always want to go back to Jamaica with her. I feel she knows the grounds more, she's been there more and, visited. She still, connects with that side of the family, so I would definitely want to go with her if I do go. So that's one of my desires.
Something on your checkbook, right?
Yeah, I want to do that. I definitely want to do that.
So, with the direction you're going right now, is there anything else that you're focusing on besides music and building a brand? What's your entire end goal? What you're doing down?
It's a lot of investments I want to dive into. My brothers-in-law, shout out to Keith, and shout out to Zay. As far as on the business side, Zay. As far as on the business side, I can go down the line as far as my brother that helped me immensely on a day-to-day basis. But as far as like business, it's so many things. I'd rather, try to show it more than dive into it. Just because I'm still getting my hands wrapped around what I'm doing and still learning where, with the business moving, some things is, it's hush-hush as far as what we're doing.
When they'll see it.
Right.
I respect that. So as far as with the you getting into your craft and everything like that, anything that you had to go through, any hard times, like, because I know rapping ain't easy, just putting your music out ain't easy, just putting your feelings out ain't easy, because I'm more so like you focus on R&B, and I can tell in your music, like, that you talk about it, and I can tell in your music, like, that you talk about it, stuff that you go through, stuff that you see.
Right.
How does that?
To be honest, again, it was a lot of struggles. At first, I played basketball more, and that's what I had to, focus on more. And I would just do music as a player. When I would record, I would just write religiously. But mainly basketball took focus. And once I started realizing how much it wasn't in my control, regardless of talent, it sort of made me take a back seat on that and focus on music more. And I thought, if you got the money to go pay for a studio, it's just no problem. That wasn't the case, because when I started making moves out in New York, Bill tagged along with me, and we started, doing recording out there in New York. But regardless of paying, the engineering process was crazy. It was like, it was bad. So it was like I felt like I was getting cheated out of my money. And there was always issues with engineers, at least for me. And that's what made it difficult as far as for music. I felt like damn, I can't do it myself.
And there's a point where you start blaming yourself, like, was I?
Oh, of course, yeah, of course. The whole way, to be honest. the whole way, because I was just like making it hard on yourself by forcing, you know, doing something that you can do on your own.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just like, you know, you might as well buy your own equipment. And, you know, and Dio actually came, he had his own equipment, but we had went out one night and ended up messing the laptop up, spilled beer on it by accident. And that's the whole story.
But you're right though, you like to trust your mans over like.
And but you know, as at the end of the day, like, you know, as much as we had our ups and downs, I had to keep pushing forward. Like I couldn't make no excuses. It was hard because you know, you don't have an understanding. It was hard because you know, you don't have an understanding for certain things, but it is what it is.
Definitely, man. So basketball, how was that? And when'd you start? Was it what grade?
7th, 8th grade. That was probably just when I actually got on the team. It was crazy because my coach would never play me like yo. I'm like, yo.
What position?
I always moved around different positions. Like I always focused on being a shooting guard mainly, but they'll push me for a small forward sometimes. Basketball was hard because I didn't realize how many people around my area been playing with each other. I had no idea. So it was just like leaving Pleasantville, playing at Pleasantville. It was different. It was a learning experience to actually wear a jersey. To me, that was fun. Like, you know, I was like, damn, I'm actually getting a chance to play, you know, go to practice. And to be honest, basketball probably could have saved me from doing a lot of BS. It definitely distracted me. It let me channel, you know, at times negative energy into, you know, releasing it by working out, being at practice instead of.
You think that gave you more discipline?
Yeah,
routine.
It definitely did, man. Around 7th, 8th grade, so it was basketball was an experience so much when I could dive into a basketball. It was definitely an experience. It was fun, even up to, you know, getting my chance to play in college. It was definitely an experience.
You played in college too? You played in college too?
Yeah, I dabbled, you know, dibbled and dabbled, and I was pretty successful. Like I said, some things just wasn't in my hands, and outside of basketball, I couldn't control it. So, you know, it is what it is. I had my fun with it.
Word. Respect, man. Respect. So, I mean, going back to the music again, your music is more so, I would say, for the ladies. So, how does that play about? What's your love like right now? You got anybody under your wing?
I'm talking to someone right now.
Not to get into your personal, like, you know what I'm saying? We chopping it up.
But, that's cool, man. I am talking to someone right now. As far as my music, as far as relationship definitely played a big role. But as far as like my music in general, I have so much of it that I haven't released. That would be about the route that I want to play up right now. And I guess because it's more so real and I guess comfortable to talk about. I guess I don't know. I made it comfortable to talk about through music. Relationships definitely helped me create some of the songs that I made. Even back then, like even before experiencing it, it helped me just by, you know, seeing family members and friends go through things and finally experiencing things on my own. It becomes a little more personal.
Word. Nah, I can dig it, man. But you got rings though. Like I said in the review, you got rings.
Right.
Like you can hop in the booth and lay some crazy ass bars too at the same time.
I appreciate that.
I dig that, man. Dig that. So what would you say about the range part and about like releasing projects? Do do you like to focus on giving them a taste of everything, or do you like to focus on this is R&B, or what's your more so like? Because you got so much skill, like, like what's going on?
You know, because the journey of music was tough to get music done. It was hard for me to just focus on like a certain style. So I was like, you know what, I'll just show my versatility. It was like by the time I got to record, like legitimately, it would be like, damn, I don't know what song I want to do. So I end up pushing the song where I'm feeling if the situation just happened. It always happened. You know, occurred secretive events would just, you know, spiral in the same direction where I would be in that emotion to record that type of style. So for the most part, like, I always show my versatility, but I never really got that chance to actually break into a complete project. Although I have it. I do have it. But I guess sometimes being a perfectionist may hold you back, and it's definitely done that, you know, myself. So that's why
I can see the same too.
You know what I mean? Through that. But I realized you can't do that in this era. You can't, especially if you're not, you know, where you want to be. You can't be that person held back. If you have the music, put it out. So you know, now that I'm putting things in my hand, I feel like things are a little more fun to push out exactly what I want. So drop a little teaser, and
because people don't even know, like, you could really just drop a whole reggae album, a whole R&B album, a whole hip hop album, and just go crazy, like. You know what I mean? But it's like, nah, I dig it though. I dig it. Like that's just looking at that, you just gotta notice the potential of somebody as far as like you said, the versatility. If you know how to like have that range, most rappers don't. They just hop on the beat, just get with the hip hop, and that's it. They don't really dabble into the rhythm, the playing with their vocals, getting into their culture. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely respect, man.
I appreciate that.